Thanks for watching the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this first week in November. We start this time with a new bill that would change the way the county handles big box retailers. The legislation would make sure the public has a say in how these big box stores are developed. It would require store officials to meet with civic leaders and create a community benefits agreement. But the measure has put plans for the new Costco in Wheaton on hold. We spoke to council members about where this controversial bill stands.
I think it's really very important for policymakers like myself to pay attention to the fact that there is an imbalance when big corporations like certain big box retailers come into the community and have no reason to sit down and talk to the residents that they will be either harming in some way or that their business is going to create some big problems for local small companies. So this bill will do its best, I think, to level the playing field. But I also think it's important for our residents to know that this bill is also going to promote, I hope, for the long term, good paying jobs that provide a living wage and benefits to help us undergird our community. I do not believe for 1 second that the $4 million that the county has now given over to Westfield Mall gives them the right to say that they're not going to do what they said they were going to do in the first place, which is to build the Costco.
It's a great conversation for us. It's to make sure that folks do understand that, again, the priorities are making sure that these businesses are in the right place, that we understand their impact on small business, we understand their impact on the community, make sure that those relationships are there, and also making sure that we're being mindful of how they're treating their employees that are our constituents.
Congestion in Montgomery County has not changed in the past 2 years. That according to the latest mobility report. The report is put together by county transportation planners who monitor local traffic trends. The report also ranks the top 10 congested intersections in the county, and it puts the intersection of Old Georgetown Road and Democracy Boulevard at the top of its list.
Most indications are that congestion is as bad as our people have perceived it to be, which is unacceptable, and we need to change it. So there has been a recession which has reduced the number of vehicle miles traveled, but that's a blip and masks the underlying reality, which of course is that congestion is terrible in our community. It's why we rank #1 in the country in terms of congestion. So no one should sugarcoat this, and I don't believe the report intends to do that. We have a bad situation that we need to attend to. We need to be more aggressive on things like bike share, which Arlington and Alexandria and the District of Columbia have done a great job doing, and hopefully Montgomery County will catch up. I'm certainly urging us to do so. And secondly, we need to focus on rapid transit, which is a major initiative that hopefully will transform our community and make rapid transit a much more accessible option for so many of our people.
As our society continues to grow in its use of technology such as iPads, smartphones, and other devices, so does the challenge for government officials in getting information out in the most efficient way. Members of the Government and Operations Committee recently held a work session to discuss what the county can do to become more transparent and accessible to its residents.
The web is really blossoming in the private sector. Companies are using it so effectively to provide high-quality customer service, and we can do the same thing. So we are going to look at the budget and how we can provide information about the budget, how we can give residents a chance to provide their opinion on budget issues, suggestions about how the county can save money. Doing all this through the web in a way that we've never really done it before in the county. That's one example of what we're going to be looking at.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.